I just want to give a shout out to Mohamed
Oh yeah,
Cisse.
yeah. We forgot, man.
We love you,
shout
bro,
out to
and
Mohamed
good
Cisse.
luck with everything.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
man.
Mendy's. Be safe out there, bro.
I just wish my man all the best and come back with Jeff Bezos position, man.
Of course.
That's what we need, bro.
Yeah, welcome back to another episode of afroVIVID. We're back in here today with a new guest.
My man's Rose.
Rosie.
Is it Rosie or Rosie?
Yeah, Rosie.
It don't matter, man. I call my man Jordan. man.
Where you from?
I'm from the Republic of Congo.
Yes,
You got
sir.
nervous, man. Speak up, bro. Come
Yeah,
on.
speak
man.
up, bro.
I'm from the
Don't be pulling the camera shot, bro. You gotta-
yeah.
Come on, let's go.
I'm from
How
Congo.
you gonna call out my man's like that? My man's not shy.
No, I'm not
Chill,
shy
bro.
at all. It's like
So we got two.
I think-
we got two. We got two Congolese in the building.
Yeah.
Well, which Congo are you from? The Brazzaville or the other?
Yeah,
one?
Brazzaville.
That's the bad
real one. The real
No,
one.
the good one.
That's
That
the
he
bad one.
from the bad
He said, oh
one.
no, the good
So
one.
he from the bad
Tony
one.
from the bad
Nah,
one.
both from the good one.
From the good one.
Nah.
But you know what? Look,
Not
this
from,
is-
but we from the
look,
same Congo.
Yeah, the same song.
Also the bad one.
Let me just say this: both are bad. You know.
Not really.
Yeah, man. That's
Wait, which Congo did that like? Did that like make kids like work for
that's
iPhones?
Brazzaville. That's Brazzaville. Yeah.
That's not
No,
Bro.
that's Brazzaville.
That's
the-
our district.
That I just see.
That's DRC.
Damn,
Yeah.
they're wilding down there, bro.
Man, regardless of what Congo you're from, bro, it's nice to have you on the show, bro. Blaze is returning. Everyone here is returning. Safwan, Brandon, and Tony. We're kicking off this episode discussing perfection, whether or not you need to be a professionalist in order to achieve greatness. So today we're gonna be talking about in life a lot of people are very competitive and they really look at their achievements next to other people's achievements to compare how great their achievements are. So the topic today is can you be great without being perfect? So anybody have any input on that?
I
We
mean,
can start discussing on that.
Yeah, you can definitely be great. Like I feel like there's certain, if you look at sports, like there's certain like articulates that people will like put you like, up against, for example, like LeBron, people might down him if he plays in the playoffs and his team doesn't make the finals, or they might say he's the cause of it, but in reality, like, it's not a one-man team. You feel me? So it's like,
Yeah, it is.
so,
it is
so
a team
every time,
sport.
so it's like there's 4 other guys on the court with you. So whatever you do, yes, you're looked at as, the person that's supposed to make the most of an impact, but at the same time, like, we're all human. So, that's just the way I look at it,
Yeah, there's always gonna be something missing. I mean, most people feel incomplete in order to be great. Like if you in the name of sports, there's always gonna be a trophy that you haven't won. There's always gonna be someone with a better stat than you. Someone had more seasons than you, better performance than you. So like, even how are you gonna be able to overlook the fact that you're missing something, but you could still be considered great?
Yeah, to be honest, I just feel like, especially when it comes to sports, right? It's all about errors because, like, at the end of the day, it's just people's opinion, right?
Yeah, it's all
Some
his
people say,
opinions.
like, for example, basketball. Michael Jordan was like 6-0
Yeah, in the finals. Yeah.
finals. But like, how you gonna knock somebody? How you gonna like discredit somebody for going there like almost twice as much as the other person that been there? Like, LeBron James has been there like is it like how many times? Like 9 times in the finals.
No.
I have no idea. Maybe.
But I know it's more
but
than
he's been
6.
there more times, but
It's
but the
right,
fact
almost
that
twice
he
as
just
much.
been losing and most of the time, like the teams that he's losing to, like it's pretty much like the underdog, but it's still like counted against them. So it depends on like the errors, because like if you just want to go by like trophies, right? There's other people that like won like more trophies than Jordan, and they've been in the final more than him as well. So like it's just everybody just have their own little bit twist to it. And when it comes to soccer as well, like all the people may feel like Pele is still like the greatest
The
who
GOAT.
ever played, but I don't necessarily feel that way because I mean I didn't watch him play, but But what like the recent athlete, what they achieving now, like it's just crazy. Ronaldo scored like more than 1,000 goals, and he's playing the era where they have like offside and stuff like that. So
Yeah, that's what I was gonna.
just
I was gonna add on that. Like times have changed too. So like the way the sport is played, the way the players adapt to it before is different the way they adapt to it now.
That's the same thing with Pele. Like just about Pele, I don't think if Pele was playing right now, Pele gonna bang like 40 goals in the season. I don't think so.
But how does that translate into like day-to-day life though, in terms of like staying in your own lane and knowing that your accomplishments could still be great, even though like other people might be doing better than you?
I mean, but then if you're staying in your own lane in the sport of football and you're
No, I'm talking about like in real life, like to translate it to real life. Let's say like
okay.
I feel like it all comes down to like a personal level.
Yeah, on a
like
personal level.
Like based on what you do, right? Because I feel like only you personally know what you do. Like no one else see what you do outside. Like
facts.
I could be doing shit like on my own, but like I don't have to tell any people that. So like if I see those accomplishments I've done as great, that makes me great. To me, I don't care what other people think about, like if I'm great or not.
But it's
I
easy.
Yeah,
It's
'cause
easy said
opinions
to
are
you
gonna
though,
be
because that's from your mindset.
Is that what I'm
A
saying?
lot
Like
of
it's
people-
all from a personal level, like just
Yeah.
personal perspectives.
Yeah, because it's really tough because like just like so like when everybody's on social media now, and almost like everyone like follows like all these stars like the
influencers, everybody.
Yeah.
and you see them doing like stuff, and when on social media everybody's happy there.
Yeah.
People may be
Exactly.
depressed in their real life,
Exactly.
but like if you just like stick up onto yourself, like just want to be somebody so bad, and you keep trying so hard, and you see yourself just not making it to that, just because like you setting like a higher standard for yourself rather than just focus on yourself and like go push like to the limit that you can. So I feel like it's just really tough for people, and you just like gotta like go by like what you can do.
Yeah,
make sure you
gotta
improve like
you
every
gotta
single
stand
day.
firm, because there's always gonna be opinions regardless whether or
Exactly.
not you're doing good or you think you're doing good or you're doing bad. Because truthfully, you could be doing bad and completely faking it, and others might think you're doing good.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
social media is really a fake reality. Like social media is just where people only put the good about them on social media. You never see someone like talk bad about themselves on social media. So all that is just like it's just fake reality. Like what behind the closed doors, that's actually what matters the most. But you actually never know what someone is doing behind the closed doors because that's just what they do on a personal level.
And also when it comes to like in the workplace as well, right? Usually a lot of people feel like, I mean, once I got this degree and got like all these like accolades, right? I'm set to go. But reality is not like that.
Yeah.
Like after you graduate, you're gonna realize that there's so many stuff that you should have done that part they didn't tell you in school. For example, like internship, or maybe like getting certifications for like certain fields. You see, and a lot of people like after they graduate, they kind of find out like the hard way, and it just like makes it a whole lot difficult. And I've seen a lot of people that have been in positions as well that they don't have any degrees. For example, like in my workplace right now, there was an executive that I spoke with, right? He's an executive now, but like he has no degree behind him. But the fact that like he's been in the company for like a long time, and they got in started at the
Step by
base
step,
level.
step by step.
Yeah, he worked his way all the way up there. So if you were somebody that like actually went to school for like positions like that, like it's gonna be tough for you like
I feel like
compete with that
he'll
person,
be a lot more equipped than someone with a degree because he was able to grind his way up.
Yeah,
So,
that's a good point.
Yeah,
That's
he's in a much better position than someone that just hopped in with a degree and go straightly apply for it. So because he's been at every level of the company,
yeah.
yeah, so you know exactly what's going on every level,
and,
like
like,
what
work-
needs to be done.
Working at every level in a company is actually very good because like you get to experience like
Very
what
well-rounded.
what the other people are experiencing. Because if someone just get the position out the cut just because like they got the degree or because they got like a connection or something, because a lot of people do that, like they don't actually experience what other people below them are experiencing. Like you don't experience coming in, clogging in. You might be late some days. You might not be late. Like all that, they don't experience that. They just like I guess they just get on you if you don't do the job right. Because most people, like the bigger people, want you to do the job right without knowing what the job is. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But my question is, what is perfection though? When you comes back, when you think about it, right? 'Cause it just seems like it's people's opinion.
Yeah,
at
but
the end of the day,
but even though no one could be perfect, but that's like a general societal idea of what it is. Like the perfect, like from the outside looking in, right? If you told someone, okay, I graduated high school, high GPA, went to college, high GPA, was able to finish, got a job that's paying 6 figures. To them, you had like the perfect route. Everything was smooth, everything. But that's just that person's perspective, though. Other people might not want to go that route. They might want to I don't know, leave college early, maybe get some certifications like that. There's always a general idea of what it's supposed to be like. Even with sports, like ideally you want like whatever player that's considered the GOAT to have won every accolade, have performed well throughout his time, had a sustaining career. There's some stats that's not arguable, like in terms of perfection. And it could be like that in life, and it could be like that in sports as well. But at the end of the day, it's just people's opinions, and there's like a general idea of what perfection is, because nobody could be perfect.
That's what they always say. They always say no one is perfect, but
yeah, but there is a general idea of like what what life should be.
Like the idea of like perfection, it's like you know what perfection is. Like I feel like everybody has their own form of perfection, whereas like society will paint a picture where they'll say you have to have this and this and this and this,
right?
To have forward fruition with whatever you want to do. So I just feel as though and the thing is, like, everybody, like, in the world today, like, everyone is just so judgmental about what other people do. You feel me? So, right. I don't know. I just feel like it's a whole, like, schematic of just blocking that out as an individual. You feel me? But, like, the thing is, if you look at, us and, you look at celebrities and stars, and the thing is, like, as a celebrity, what you put out is what you're going to get back in return from the media. You feel me? So as a celebrity, you can post a picture or you can post an accomplishment, but somebody might think, oh yeah, you got this, but you didn't get this. You feel me? Or like you did this, but why haven't you done this? So they'll still like lower you down.
There's always something missing.
Yeah.
What's you got something to say?
Yeah, I got something to say. We got think about about athletes, the work ethics that they be pulling. We don't see behind the scene. All we see to just perform and stuff, and but behind the scene what they go through, we should think about it, like, because for instance, like as a soccer player, when we play soccer on the field, what we go through, it's not easy because we use our strength, we use our speed and stuff, but somebody who's on the stand,
it's easy for them to criticize.
Yeah. So that's a lot of people don't know about those things about athletes, what they go through.
Yeah, I feel like that's a very segue there, because if you check like on TVs, right, because that's where like we usually get like those comparison, right, where we have like pundits. Some of them, they probably play like minimum level of that sports.
Barely.
But they went to school for it. And they feel like they actually know like more than like the athlete themselves. And they usually the ones that like build, like create like all these like how can you say it? All these gauges for like greatness and stuff like that. But
they kind of create a checklist of what they think other people should do to be considered great.
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel like also, like, just adding to what Rosie said, like, the work ethics is very important, because what you do behind the scenes is actually, because I feel like you have to put in the work to get the results, and for those who put in the work and don't get the results, like, how do you differentiate with those people against the people who put in the work and get the results? Like, because some people can do the most, like players like I want to say like players like I think Wilfred Zaha, like I feel like he's very good. Like at his level, he's very good. Like you could consider him perfect, but like he don't really get the results because he's playing for like a smaller team, and like people don't really look at that. Like, but you could just tell like just from his performance on the field, his work ethics behind the scenes is very good. But like just cause he's playing for like a smaller team, like all that, you don't really get the results. So people don't even consider him like up there.
Yeah.
So pretty much you're saying that there is some other stuff that comes to like.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff that come with
that-
perfection. It's a
Right.
lot of stuff like where you play, what you do, like your level, like all that, like the amount of money you have, like a lot of stuff comes with perfection. But at the end of the day, perfection is just you personally. I feel like at the end of the day, it all comes onto a personal level. Like I could consider myself perfect. You might not think that, but to me, I might be.
You mean on greatness, right?
Yeah.
Like adding to what he said, you know, like, and he's right. So like, for example, you can have a player that plays for, you know, like a mediocre team, like for example, or you can have like a player like Vardy who scores like, you know, who came up from the ranks and scoring like 20 plus goals a season. You know, everybody would look at him like, oh yeah, he's a good player, but they'll downgrade him because he's playing for a team like Leicester.
Exactly.
You feel me? But if he were to go to a team like, I don't know, like say Man City or something, then he'll probably get more traction and more notoriety.
Right.
You feel me? Like it's crazy. Like you might be good, but you're gonna get less notoriety because of the team you play for. I just feel like it's kind of messed up.
Like even like low key players that play for like that plays for big team and still win trophies. Like a player like what's that boy name? Kovacic.
Yeah, Kovacic. Yeah.
Yeah, like he has like 4 Champions League and he only played like what? like 30 minutes in the Champions League final. Like you can't
off the bench,
you can't
bro.
consider him perfect even though he has all those trophies, but he's not perfect because
That's a good point.
it's just a lot of things that come with perfection. Like you have like players that don't put in the work, but they still get the trophies.
Yeah.
And you have players that put in the work, but they don't get the trophies.
Call that robbing trophies, bro.
They're robbing trophies. Bro.
Robbing, catching licks.
I mean, the other see this. I mean, everybody just have to like each like according to like what they can handle and just like try to block like the outside noise. And you only competing against yourself.
Right.
And if you have that mindset, then you can pretty much like make it to the top.
Facts.
Because like
That's a good point.
when you try to compete against like other people, like to me, I just don't find. Some people like find it like very good for them. It help push them more. But me personally, like I don't feel like it's been helpful for me. I'd rather like try to like improve today than what I did yesterday. Every single day and try to get to like where like push myself to the limit that I can.
Exactly.
Because I mean sometimes like some people are just like say some people may be like in a better scenario than you, or they may have like a better start than you, or they just like luckier than you. So that's why like I don't feel like, for example, like this. I don't want to like stick into sports, but like we've seen like some people that are so great, but like they're just not the healthiest, right?
Yeah.
And if you like if you have like success like in your upcomings, but like when you make it to the pros, you just couldn't stay healthy, then
Exactly.
it's gonna be tough for you to like compete with like people that you was probably like better than like in the previous divisions, right? But they just happen to be healthier than you,
Yeah.
and you just cannot compare yourself to them anymore. You see?
Yeah, you can't, cause like like the thing is, you get sidetracked. You feel me? Like especially when if you get like a lot of fame and fortune, like you're gonna get sidetracked with what's like important and what's not. You feel me? Like you got cameras, lights, paparazzi, all that. You know that could get into your head. You know, so I just feel like as long as you know how to move, and as long as you know how to compose yourself, you know, the sky is the limit.
Wait,
For example, a player like Chris Paul,
Yeah.
like that dude is great. That dude is like a goat. But the thing about him, you know, he never had like a good 4 players that he can build a good team with.
Yeah.
Like if you gave Chris Paul to the Lakers team right now as a point guard, you're gonna see like how much difference he's gonna bring to that team.
You probably go to
And the crazy thing about him is he usually get injured in the playoffs.
Yeah, usually
When
like
it's time for like him to show his greatness, you just get injured then.
Wait, what was the original question? Can you be great but not perfect, or can you be perfect but not great?
Now is perfection needed for greatness?
So like perfect but not great.
Yeah, perfect but not great. Yeah. No, great but not perfect.
So great but not perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's try to answer that real quick and wrap it up from there.
All right. We can start with UC.
Give me a start. Oh yeah, I don't think perfection is needed for greatness, because one, like it depends on like how you see greatness.
Yeah.
Like it's just like I said, at the end of the day, like you're competing against yourself, and if you feel like you've pushed yourself to your limit, then that's greatness for you.
Yeah. I feel like perfection isn't needed, because the thing is, like, there's always going to be that borderline of people who think you're at the top, and there's going to be a borderline of people who think you still haven't gotten everything you need to get. You feel me? For example, like Messi, you know, there's still people that I think Ronaldo's better than Messi because Messi hasn't won a World Cup, or Messi hasn't gotten an international trophy.
Right.
You feel me? There's people that think that Ronaldo's higher than him because Ronaldo has a Euro and he has like 5 Ballon d'Ors.
Yeah.
So it's like, I just feel as though, not just as a player, but like as, you know, I just feel as though it's a work in progress in everything you have to do. You feel me? You write your own form of perfection. Were you gonna say something?
Yeah, I wasn't trying to cut you off, but Messi, like, technically does have like international trophy, right? Because he won is it under 20 or under 22 World Cup?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same person, right? But people like decide to not count there.
Yeah.
But they want to count.
Messi
Like,
trash, yo.
you see,
Oh,
that's
God.
also like it's all about people's opinion. Because
Yeah.
they actually does
Society,
have
bro.
the under 20
Nigga joke by
something.
the goat.
All right.
It's not a different Messi. It's the same Messi.
Yeah. My concluding answer is you don't need perfection for greatness.
Basically, what my brother just said, it's the same thought that I was thinking about, being an athlete, being a performer, it requires a lot of work. Like I said earlier, we don't see behind the scene, and the more work you put, you're gonna show it to the world, you
Right.
know. And if you just focus on like what I noticed today from soccer player from back then and today is that soccer player from back then, there was no social media,
Less
They were-
distraction.
yeah, they were working harder. Like, for instance, like the Ronaldo from Brazil, compare the Ronaldo from Brazil, the dude, he was really gifted, a born gifted player. He played for so many multiple big team. He achieved so many goals. He won the World Cup, but we never seen the bad side about him. He never post about on social media like his crib or car and stuff like that. But soccer players from today's, what they do, they can have a bad game during the weekend, but on his Instagram, you see expensive shoes,
Flash.
expensive cars,
Aubameyang.
Who?
Benzema.
Oh, nah, not Benzema.
Benzema is good, bro.
Yeah, it's just, that's the thing, I just noticed from.
So what would you say your concluding answer is? Do you need perfection to be great?
Yeah,
You need perfection.
you need perfection to be
Alright,
great,
one-
because without perfection could mean work.
Yeah.
The more work you put,
That's a good point.
The more work you put, the greater you will get. If
Fact.
you don't work hard
Okay.
enough, you won't
You
be
don't
great.
gonna get it. Fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, because there's a lot of delusional people out there as well that feel like they can do the bare minimum and just be great. Yeah,
Right.
that's I definitely get where you coming from.
I want to go ahead.
Yeah. To piggyback off that, yeah, you need to be as perfect as you can be, which means maximize your effort. If you maximize your effort and give it all you got, that's perfect. That's like, cause that's the most that you're capable of. So yes, it's not needed. It's not completely needed in terms of like being on the dot in every aspect of it, but you need to work the hardest. You need to work the hardest to maximize your resource.
Okay.
Yeah, for me, I think you need to be perfect to be great. For example, like I'd say like Messi. If you look Messi been Barcelona for years. So when we talk about to be perfect, we can look into like what players he playing around with, what kind of team he have. Does he have a good team? Does he have a bad team? So like Messi are like great player around him. We see player like Iniesta, Xavi, Busquets, Eto'o, Henry. He played with like greatest players. So that's having a perfect team to make him great. So I think you gotta be perfect to be great.
Well, with me personally, I'm gonna go with the no. I don't think you have to be perfect to be great, cause really, if you ask people what perfection is, like most people not like, they can't tell you like a straight answer of what perfection is. So we don't really know what perfection is, cause yes, there's a general idea of it, but that's just society norms that people think that you need. But when it comes down to you as a person, I feel like there's always room for improvement. Like Cesar said, like it's all competing against yourself. You work to make yourself a better person. Like you work to gain the most for yourself. You work to get what's best for yourself. At the end of the day, you just look at yourself. Like looking at like trying to compare your life to other people. Like the situation that they came up with, like you might not have come up with the same situation.
Facts.
So yeah, I don't think you need perfection to be great. I just feel like it's always room for improvement.
All right, thanks everyone for chipping in and letting us know their point of view on this topic. I think that was a pretty inclusive discussion. It was very great to see everyone input on it. We're gonna wrap it up now, and we're gonna see you guys next week.
And I just want to
you know what I noticed real quick. You know what I noticed? So we all have pretty much like different answers, but like the idea is pretty much
Yeah, it's all the same idea.
So it's all about like how you see
Exactly.
at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Right.
Yep.
I just want to give a shout out to Mohamed Cisse.
Oh yeah, we forgot, man.
We love you, bro,
shout out to
and
Mohamed
good
Cisse.
luck with everything.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
man.
Bendy's.
You safe out there,
I just wish for Mansour the best and come back with Jeff Bezos' position, man.
Of course.
That's what we need, bro. All right, thanks once more.
All right.
Catch you guys on the next one.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.